popped off low key, yeah, you know me. Kickin' with Tyree, hit it 3 like Kyrie.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in to Kickin' It with Tyree. I got my guest here, Hasani Kidd. How you doing today?
Oh, geez. My teachers are going to be looking at this like, Hasani, what are you doing? Stop smoking. Just address the elephant in the room now.
For sure.
But yeah, man, it's good to be here, bro. It's been a long time coming, bro. We've been trying to, like, plan this shit out for a grip.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Known you for a minute. Now we finally sitting down and getting this shit out the way.
Bro. I'm excited.
Start off by telling people what got you started in music.
What got me started in music? So, I never really was like, as much as like I'm into this shit now, like it wasn't really I didn't think like to be a rapper.
Yeah.
But this is 2014, I was in high school and I used to hang out with one of my homies he goes by Darren and shit like that. Shout out Darren, by the way. We would hang out back on Highland, smoke hookah. I, of course, had started smoking weed, and we would just be freestyling. We'd be making songs, and with the guys I was with, they'd be like, "Bro, Hasani, you went crazy, bro. You had laced up a hookah, woo, 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 woo." So that was really just from the rapping portion. Then my homie Troy, he had started around that time picking up beats. He had like bought a laptop and everything and was just, cooking work up. So as soon as he started doing that, I was like, fuck it, I guess I'm a rapper. So here we are.
Damn, that's what's up. What was the first song you recorded?
It was Ancient. Yep. Plug, shout out 2035 Studios. That's where I recorded that shit at. That place is dead right now, but yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, bro. You could still find that song too on SoundCloud, ain't you? Under like my Hellcat page. Yeah.
I feel you. What made you go from Hellcat to Hasani just to go to Hasani Kidd? Your name, pretty much.
It wasn't like a decision. Well, I mean, yeah, like I made the decision, but it was really due to pressure because motherfuckers kept telling me like, you have such a unique name. Why don't you just use your name? And I was just like, I don't know. I never had the confidence at first to just, go out and openly just use my name because motherfuckers are just, Hasani, what? But that's why I went with Hellcat because it was actually, Hellcat was a name that Jen had came up with. He had coined that. He was like, he had asked me like, what's your rap name? And I had went by HK at the time. But hold on one second, Tyree. I gotta get my inhaler, bro. I'm fucking up.
We'll be right back.
Cut that out, bro.
Nah, I'm keeping that in. Asthma having asthma.
This inhaler.
Hey, we back. He had to hit his inhaler. I almost fucked that all up. But all fucked up. When we was talking about how you got you went from Hellcat to Hasani Kidd and you wanted to just use your real name.
Yeah.
And that was the talk we was on.
Yeah, so Genesis Renji, he coined Hellcat pretty much. I don't know if he even fucking remembers this story, but whatever. We were in the studio and they were like asking me like, what's your rap name? And at the time, like I just went by HK because I'm like, I don't have a damn rap name. I don't know. But they was just like, oh, okay, well, you know what? You're a Hellcat.
I'm like, oh, what?
You're a Hellcat now. I'm like, oh, okay, fuck it. That's kind of cool. So Hellcat was the name, but after just years, I would say, of deliberating, I felt the need to just use my name because it's that unique in that, like, using it in the sense of doing music, writing, all of these other, ventures and stuff that I have, it would be, like, easier for people to just find me under that name instead, so.
Because then they can find you for everything.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, because, like, literally, if you Google Hasani Kidd right now, you only going to see, like, me and then some other dude who's, like, an author who wrote, like, a book of poetry. But other than that, you might even, like, find my Facebook and, like, random pictures, bro.
Because if you search Hellcat, you go end up finding the fucking Dodge Charger or some shit.
But that's why I had changed it. Like it's not like HELLCAT, like it's KAT, because I was just like HK Hellcat.
I feel that. What is your music process like? I know you've been making music for a while, and you don't really. I wouldn't even say you make rap music. I'd say you make music, like, cause you sing, you rap, you have verses, but I say you really in your bag when you making that R&B / rap music.
Yeah.
So what kind of your creative process like with music?
It's weird, to be honest. Like, you think that like I just sit down and like hear a beat and just pen a song, but it never ends up that way. Like it never does. So it just depends on the record. So for example, okay, so the track that we had just played, just in their birthday suit that we had just recorded.
Don't get to it too into that. You know, we'll get that.
Yeah. It basically, like, I had that joint written probably like for a whole year just in my phone. But with how I write music, I'm really technical. So I'm not limited to just one beat. You know what I'm saying? If I need to use a different beat, or if I need to take some bars out, or if I have bars from a different song, like I can interchange it like that. Like with the way that my mind works, it's like plugging in a formula for me when it comes to making music. So when I pinned that song down, it had just been sitting in my phone, just like, I need a birthday shoot, boo. Like I just had the jingle, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I had already had the groove, and I think that's where like a lot of other artists get caught up in that. Like they're trying to find the groove in the beat instead of just making the groove themselves. So for me, it's like, okay, how can I write music that makes you want to dance? Yeah. How can I write music that makes you want to remember those jingles and hear that shit and be like, who is that? You know what I'm saying? Like I remember Drake said this in an interview. He was like, you're always going to be looking for as an artist that who is that moment. So I'm like, every time I make a song, I'm like, I have to
elevate.
Yeah.
That's the goal. So, always, whatever you do, you always want people to notice it and quickly react, almost in that way where they like, damn, who the fuck is this? Or if they see a video or see one of your videos, you want it to stand out and make it you as much as possible.
It's because there's so many people who do it now.
There's tons, and
yeah,
and it's like, I don't want to like dead on people, but like it's just a lot of times there's no originality, and it's like everybody's just doing it because they want to do it. But do you actually love music? Do you know music? Do you know how to make the groove? It's like that's what I tell like my nephew and shit like that. Like you got to know music to make music. You gotta, right. Because down the line, you don't want people to be making music for you and then just giving you the song and say, rap on this.
And honestly, for me, it's like, it's just always just being a student in a game. So like, I never get or ever feel the need to, I mean, especially at the level, you know what I'm saying, that we're playing at right now, where you're trying to get on. It's like, I'm always trying to take tidbits and learn, like, how can I be a better artist? What is this artist doing that I'm not doing? How are they able to sell records? What kind of songs are they making? How can I do this? Take this, almost like being Sasuke and using the Sharingan and just copying the move and then making it my own type shit. You know what I'm saying?
And that's, everybody does that shit. And that's how it goes in the industry. You got to almost, especially I'd say in film, you got to copy until you get your own style almost, because that's how it goes. Like you go copy other people's styles because that's, you've been watching films all your life, so you're obviously gonna take from that, and then all of a sudden something else comes out of that or bursts out of that, and it's like the birth of a new style or some shit from yourself because you are such a student that you end up creating your own from others. So
that's pretty much the formula. I promise I go for it every time. I've had people tell me that, like, you know, like you play a song for people sometimes as an artist, you might have your folks that be like, yeah, that was a good song, and they're just saying that just because, you know, they don't want to tell you that it's bad. Fortunately for me, and especially with the family that I come from, like, I know if I make a song, if it's good,
like, this shit tried,
right? Like I'm definitely told that, so I'm not, you know, necessarily afraid of receiving that kind of criticism, but it's at the same time, it's just, you know, I like those comments where people tell me like, you know, I listen to your music and I've never heard a bad song from you. You know, all your songs are really good, or, you know, if I can bump shit that I made in 2016 and it still gives me that same energy, that same vibe that, you know, I had when I had laid it at the time. So
that's what's up.
Yeah, bro. Keeping that consistency.
And I just want to talk about, what are your influences in music? What artists have influenced you as an artist? Drake. I know Drake.
Obviously. Goated. See, but what people don't understand with me is that how I grew up, you know, I didn't really have like, you know, I was the odd kid. You know, I wasn't really into the 2000s music. I couldn't dance. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what slap music was. So when niggas was like twang, entertain, like I was just like, what, you know, motherfuckers was listening to like the Carter 3, Lil Wayne. I had never listened to any of that. People
need a twang entertain documentary on the I don't care, bro. We need a twang. Bro, that was an era for like, let's say 3 years.
Club Sugar. You remember Club Sugar?
No, bro.
Dude. Yes, Club Sugar used to pop. Like that was when I was in middle school for the most part. Yeah, and you had to be like 15. It was the only like teen club.
Yeah, I never went. My mama was not letting me go to that.
Oh man. But nah, Drake definitely, because before I had like started like listening to him, I didn't really have like music taste. Like people would ask me like, what kind of music do you like listening to? And I would always say jazz because I didn't really know myself. So I would listen to like coffee shop music, I would call it. So like bands like The Script. I was really into Maroon 5. Like I wasn't really into hip hop music. You know what I'm saying? Like I had no kind of.
I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. The Script used to hit. I ain't gonna lie.
They did. They did used to hit. But I would be kind of afraid to tell people like, yeah, I'm bumping Break Even. Like this song, it really speaks. Like no, and motherfuckers are listening to T-Pain right now. Like,
what's that one song like by them? Like, if you see me on the corner when we first met or some shit.
I know what you're talking about.
I know exactly.
I know what you're talking about.
On my iPod.
I know what you're talking about, and that song is definitely yes.
Hey, I feel like that definitely influenced probably how you write songs right now as well. So it's like,
yeah, I definitely would agree with that. Also, too, though, I will say, second biggest influence is Music Soul Child. Like, my mom, she used to play him, and at the time he was coming out with I Just Want to Sing in like the 2000s or whatever. And, you know, I was a kid, she would just be playing the album. She played it over and over and over, and it's still like an album I play to this day. He's just goated to me.
Always.
He's just goated.
R&B goat, or one of them, I say.
And Kendrick for sure. So when I'm in like my rap bag, like when I really want to like etch some bars out, like my influences come from Kendrick Lamar, because when I listen to
this shit got me burping and shit.
Yeah, bro. When I listen to what was his first album called? Not Section 80, but
Good Kid, Mad City.
Good Kid, Mad City. It was Good Kid, Mad City. Listening to that on Milwaukee County Transit, that was like, oh, like this nigga spitting. Like I actually like, you know what I'm saying? Like rappers. Oh wow, because I like never really was into, you know, listening to rap all day. But that's like those three influences like really make me the artist that I am today. And it's a lot of other shit as well.
The thing with Kendrick is that he makes like beautiful songs. Like he's been this way since Section 80. He knew how to put together songs from the beginning and like tie you in and get you like hooked on the song immediately in his career. So I feel like that's what took him off, especially like the crossover, the barrier, like the white and black line. Like that's how he crossed over. 'Cause he just knew how to put together them fucking songs.
He's
like,
goated, bro.
Yeah.
Goated.
Only Pulitzer Award winner that's a hip hop artist. Goated. Only one to really be nominated for a Pulitzer Award. So it's like.
And Damn was Damn wasn't even like it's not even his best album. To be honest.
We had this conversation in class like 2-3 years ago. I was in this music class for college, and we're talking about To Pimp a Butterfly. Oh no, we're talking about Damn and how I won the Pulitzer, blah blah blah. And I'm like, really, they just gave Damn the Pulitzer because they missed out on giving To Pimp a Butterfly it. So it's like To Pimp a Butterfly is the better album and more fitting for that award.
It's and with that album too, it's like the ones that most people normally like. The casual listener wouldn't play it.
Yeah. I say his best album definitely is I think Damn is his best like commercial album. I think To Pimp a Butterfly is his best work of art.
Yeah.
So like whenever I'm about to listen to something at work or something like that, I'll throw on To Pimp a Butterfly. Or in the whip, I'm gonna throw on Damn.
The deepest song he wrote, You. Remember that when he's just like screaming and he's like in the studio? I'm like, how do you do that? But you know, I know how do you do it. But it's like he's a monster with it. He really put his foot in that. Like
definitely. I know you kind of got some roots in music through church, and I know you were in a church band and stuff like that. How has that kind of influenced you musically?
Yeah, so what it was, I was like rapping and I was already like singing and I had already made songs, but then, you know, I wanted to just figure out ways like how can I improve being a better singer. So I said, forget it, let me just join the church choir. So I joined the choir. I had been in the choir like before I had moved from Milwaukee. I think I had been in for at least a year or so, maybe even longer than that. But that really taught me just having a lot of breath control for the most part. Knowing notes, you know what I'm saying? Like knowing what sections you need to hit and really just pushing my voice. So almost like working out. And then too, it's like it's fun. Like it's fun singing for God. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like my whole shtick. You know, I would definitely make a gospel album in the future. You know what I'm saying? Well, actually, there's already kind of something in the works, but yeah, bro. But yeah, like that kind of singing is on a whole
different
other level, bro. Like it takes what we do to like a different atmosphere, bro. So that's why I do it, because, you know, it just helps me with my voice and my enunciation. I mean, nothing to do with rapping, of course, you know what I'm saying? But
it helps, and it kind of if it can help you be a better artist at the same time, because you're learning these different techniques of how to sing or just say words in a way. So it's kind of, I feel like that'd be a great tool to have. Well, it's about to hit this 20-minute mark. We go take a quick break. Peace.
Ducked off low key, yeah, you know me. Kick it with Tyree, hit it 3 like Kyrie.
that's smart, though.
Yeah, but all right, guys, we back. I'm here with Hasani Kidd, kicking it with Tyree. All right, man, let's talk about, I know you got a new project coming. Talk about the influences on that, who you're working with on that, and
ooh, I'm geeked about this because it's, you don't even know the half, literally. That's the name of the project, though. You don't even know the half. I'm working with, you know, of course, you know, my day ones, Troy. You know what I'm saying? As far as like him engineering and mixing the project, I'm working with my homie DJ Kens. He got, you know what I'm saying, plenty of fucking cuts with the whole Milwaukee scene. So definitely had to get him for this one. And yeah, I think that's pretty much like my biggest two, you know what I'm saying?
contributors to it all.
But for the most part, the project itself is just me making hits. It's not really, I didn't have like a set kind of plan. For me, it's like, one song and then moving on to the next song. And so I ended up just having just a bunch of songs, and just after deliberating, I just was like, okay, well, let's put it as a project. Let's release it as a body of work. So definitely something coming soon. 2021 for sure.
Yeah, let's wait it off till 2021.
2021 for sure.
I feel like 2020 is just dead for any project you got. It's like,
Yeah. It's not for, I know this from like recent, it's not normally good to like put out music during like the last quarter of the year, because it'll be, by the time that you get to 2021 and you're still promoting it, it's like you're promoting
last year material.
Old music.
And I feel like this year is like, if you can't perform it, it's probably not worth it. I know people who drop albums like right around what everything happened, and they haven't been able to perform it at all. So
yeah, that shit sucks.
You will end up dropping a new album by the time you would have to
be able to go ahead and perform. Right.
You have a whole new material and shit. So I know you're a writer as well. Yeah. You write plays, scripts, stuff like that. Tell me how you want to get more involved in that and in the future.
So I'm doing this little thing right now, especially since, with me moving to Arizona and everything, I've just been journaling. I've been journaling consistently every day. And with that, I'm just going to take a lot of the material that I write from that and just build works from it. So it's a process with writing. I'm not going to lie, because a lot of the logistics with that, I don't know as well as I do with music. So
yeah.
For me, it's like music is my main focus as far as just getting me that attention. But then it's like, okay, well, now that they know who I am, it's like, oh, you're also a cold writer and you have all of this stuff. Because I've been writing since literally like, honestly, I wrote like one of my first short stories when I was in first grade. So even more than rapping, like, and doing music, writing is like my best friend, like my baby. It's like the one thing that like I know that I'm the coldest, you know what I'm saying, at. Like my pen is just, as far as putting in 10,000 hours with that, I've done that with my pen. Maybe not with music, maybe not with rapping, maybe not with, anything else that I might want to do, but as far as my pen goes, definitely. And I just want to show the world, really, and that's just with, multiple avenues. Like I can write plays, I can write poetry, I can write, I can get technical, I can do someone's resume if they really wanted me to.
You need me to do a resume, cover letter, got you.
No cap. No cap. But
you get on Fiverr with that shit. Hella people be on Fiverr selling like resumes, like I'll write your resume, I'll do whatever.
I should do that. I've been more getting into like trying to be more of an independent writer and making money from that, at least, because it's still, for me, like my pops would tell me anything that you haven't made money with is still technically like a hobby. And so for me, I haven't really made money from writing, but I definitely want to flip the script with that.
Yeah.
So.
I feel like writing is so intricate, and I'm like, I write in my own voice a lot, and people always be like, don't understand what I'm writing, but like once I start saying it, it make more sense because it's me. Like I'm like,
it's weird for me because I can write in multiple. I can play characters.
Yeah, I always try to like write different characters in, but like at the same time, it's like my language and like how I speak most of the time. So I'll be like, yeah, this is a script, but your lines don't really need to be what it says. You just need to know when to say something and what to possibly say. Like you can change it around however you want, unless it just like completely fucks up the other person. But other than that, I feel like writing is like one of my favorite things to do outside of like film. I say I'd want to put in more hours doing writing than filming, but it's hard.
Get a journal, bro.
Yeah, I have like 3.
Yeah, bro.
It's like my travel journal, my like a video journal where I'm like just drawing out shots and shit like that. But it's a process, and like a lot of people don't write, so it's like they won't understand.
Right. A lot of people don't.
So it's like
It's you can write anything. I don't know. I'm corny. I'm corny as hell. I'm corny as fuck. Right.
I'm always gonna write the corniest shit.
I can kill it with just poetry, and I wish I just used this game in life, but I honestly don't. But I could write bomb ass love poetry, and very quickly, to be honest, because you live life so much, and you read all of these books. And you talk to all of these people, especially like with girls and all this other extra stuff. It's just you've listened, so you've ingested everything. So it's just how do you mark it down? How do you note it down? Some of the stuff that I write, I can't really say. That's why I write it. You know, if I pen it down and then I say it, it's like, oh, I wrote this way better than I could just speak it out loud as I'm talking and shit like that. So. I don't know. It's an interesting kind of creative outlet because anyone can do it too, and it's many different forms of writing versus like music and film and everything like that. And writing is the basis of everything. Like,
and I feel like once you. And everyone can have their own story, and like no story is the same as another. So like if you write a story, it's always gonna be different than anyone else's. So if you just start, it's always gonna be your own story. And I always encourage people to write their own story and not think about who's reading.
I like that.
Always
like
write
that.
your own story. And then whoever reads it, if they like it, they like it. If they don't, it's not for them. Just keep pushing it. It's not everything is for everybody. So it's like,
man, I can't wait to tell this story. Like, just of my life, you know. And I've been pinning shit down, and I have just different. I probably have poems from a period of time when I was in middle school, and I was like so in love with a girl, or I got like. You know what I'm saying? Journals that I had that I was writing when I was just staying back at my old crib. It's just like all of these different things, short stories. I just can't wait to just one day release, you know, my book, you know what I'm saying, which is pending on that too. Like, or an anthology or just something that just of Hasani Kidd. Cause it's just like, I have so many interesting stories.
I bet, bro. There's going to be a lot of shit coming out. I promise. And let's get back into the question. I know you said you just moved to Phoenix a couple months ago. How has that been? Has that been kind of like a culture shock, as in it's way different? Because I know Phoenix is like probably completely different than here. So how has that been?
It's eye-opening a little bit. It's sunny all the time. It's sunny all the time. Like, and the culture, it's not, you know, saturated with just, you know, all of this. I don't know. Living in Milwaukee is a different experience. I'm not gonna lie. If I was to tell a foreign person that, I would be like, man, it's just something about Milwaukee. And coming from that to go to Phoenix is like you have all of these West Coast folks, and you have all of these like people in the mountains and in the desert, and all of these different kind of influences. Like there are millions of people versus the hundreds of thousands of people that live here. Everybody in Milwaukee knows each other versus coming out to, you know what I'm saying, Arizona, where it's just like, who knows who you might come upon. And like everybody, the money is just, everybody has money for the most part. Like income, and you see all of these nice and fancy cars. It's just, it makes you want to do better in that environment. So that was just like the particular reason as to why I went. It's just, you know, I needed to get out there and just grow some more, you know.
That's what's up. I know it's hot as hell out there. I know, I've heard it's like very humid.
Well, so it's there's no humidity, right? It's a dry heat.
Okay.
So I don't understand dry heat, either, because actually before I had left and came here, it was kind of cold. And the only reason that it was cold was because it was so windy and like whenever there's no sun out, like very early in the morning, it probably is about maybe 50, 60 degrees, but it doesn't feel like, for real though, I'm just saying, it doesn't feel like what 50 and 60 degrees would feel here.
Yeah.
We would be like in shorts in that kind of weather, but no, in Arizona, no, that's cold. People are putting on jackets, but once it hits noontime,
it's like 80 and
yeah. I'm going back to 80 tomorrow, so I definitely cannot wait for that. Yeah. That's gonna be awesome.
So what are your goals for yourself, kind of for the future, especially in music?
So for music, I used to want to be like the best rapper alive. Like, no lie. I had the same ambitions as Wayne. Like, you know what? I want to be the best rapper alive. But after doing music for so long, I'm in my just 5th year of just like trying this shit out and just going through. I just want to be able to make stuff that people can listen to and be inspired from it.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's like I was inspired by listening to Drake and Kendrick Lamar to be on the path that I'm on today. If I can make a song and somebody else is like, they become like a diehard fan of me and they want to be able to, think that they can achieve their dreams too, then I've done my job.
Yeah.
Like
that's what's up. You always want to inspire the next generation or the next person up to do it. And I feel like it's hard to do sometimes, and like, or people find it hard to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take this person up under my wing and build them up, or I'm gonna inspire this person and give them the game or some shit like that. But I feel like that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always ready to give niggas the sauce. Always. I'm always ready. Like, I'm a walking, like, music encyclopedia of this shit. I may not have the accolades yet, you know what I'm saying? But, like, I study the game to the T. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, I played the long game because I know that in the end, like, that's how these niggas get on. That's how it works. So, for me, it's like, everything that I've learned, you know what I'm saying, that I note down, if somebody doesn't know, I would love to share it with them. I remember back when I was younger, I wish it was shit that people had told me, you know what I'm saying, at the time, that I could have used then that would have helped me out. So I know what it's like to record and you only got like your living room and a shitty microphone and FL Studio is clipping. You know what I'm saying? Like
FL Studio timing out every 15 minutes.
You know what I'm saying? Like before, like I didn't always pay for studio time. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get to the Pro Tools level. And I'm humble enough to still go back and record in those same places and in those same situations. But it's just, I've learned a lot in just recording, and because that it's in of itself is an art. Yeah. Recording, not even just making the record, not even just producing the actual song, not even just mixing it, but actually being able to perform it on the microphone and get it how you're thinking it in your head. Because every mic is different, every engineer is different, every vibe and situation that you're in is different. The way that the room is set up, how were you feeling at the time? Like it be so many variables, So
yeah. Just gotta keep creating. I always tell people, ideas manifest from ideas. So it's like, if you constantly creating, you're gonna just manifest something bigger than what you're even working on. And it's like, I was looking up somebody. It's just like I always use this reference to Lil Wayne. Mm-hmm. Like, cause Lil Wayne was a certain type of rapper, certain type of artist, and he manifested into something bigger just off constantly rapping. Like he was constantly putting out mixtapes, constantly putting out and creating. So he manifested himself into the biggest rapper on the planet. So it's like,
I fuck with that too, because what I hate about like what I hear from certain artists and certain gripes is that they quit before, you know what I'm saying, they even reached that point to where they've put out 10 albums or they've recorded thousands of songs. How are you going to quit the game, you know what I'm saying, before you even put out, you know what I'm saying, or before you even put in that much effort? Like, we're talking about Lil Wayne, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's already goated himself, and to get to the level that he's at, he had to make and he had to record that many songs. This music industry is cutthroat. This shit is not easy. It's not for the weak.
And they respect the grind. Like, when other artists see you grinding, no matter how many views you got, no matter how big you are, they see you working and putting out quality content. I'd say quality content has no like number of views. Mm-hmm. If they see it's quality, that's all they really care about. It's not about the views. It's not about how many people follow you. It's about having quality content and quality music at the end of the day. So,
that's what I work so hard to achieve that. That's what's like been taking me so long.
Hey,
get music out.
I feel like it's better to take your time than to put out something quick.
Yeah.
I still listen to Ice Ice Baby. It's all good.
No cap. No cap. And yeah, that goes back to just making timeless music. I think, and you know what I'm saying, this was just for me. Like, I make timeless music. I make records that you can listen to at any point in time. Like, I look back at all my songs, like my oldest tape, Songs for You, when I put that shit out in 2016. It bumped the same way that it did back in 2016, like it do in 2020. And if I played it for somebody right now, somebody really is calling me. If I played it for somebody right now, they would be
right now.
Yeah, Cans, he trying to get in the door and shit.
Probably. We can take a quick break if you gotta go.
Yeah, I'm just
do that quick, or he gonna answer the phone quick, y'all.
Hello.
Ducked off low key, yeah, you know me. Kickin' with Tyree, hit it 3 like Kyrie.
Oh shit. What's good? And we back.
We back.
It's the third time we back, but we were just talking about timeless music and always creating timeless content and shit that's gonna last forever. So let's continue on that.
Yeah, bruh. I forgot what I was even gonna say.
Let's just go into another question.
Yeah.
How you kind of want to be remembered as an artist, and what do you want to bring forward to your fans?
You have such deep questions.
Got to get you out of that bag.
How do I want to be remembered as? Just that nigga. No cap. No, if I'm being just the realest, just like, oh, Hasani Kidd, oh, that's that nigga. He makes good music. Oh, he's a good person. You know what I'm saying? Like, great influence. I'm inspired by dog. If I can do that, bet.
That's what's up. And I feel like you definitely make great music and timeless music. If anybody is listening to him or are gonna listen to him, hey, you go find that this man really makes songs. Like, it don't feel like he just hopping on freestyle. He really creates and makes songs for the masses, I feel like. And once it once it catch wind, people go be all over that shit, because people love music they can dance to and they can just listen to whenever. And that's the music you make. This is the last song, bro. Or I said last song. Save the Last Dance or some shit. But all right, guys. It's the last question, bro. I forgot a question, actually. I know you were influenced by anime. What's your top 5 anime?
Hold up. Hold up.
Dragon Ball Z top on the list.
What?
Number 1 on the
What?
list.
Come on now. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Number 1 on the list.
Hold on. Naruto for sure. And a good third one. Okay, I have to say 4. I'm sorry.
All right.
I have to say 4.
Let's say
I'm
4.
just gonna say Naruto. I was bumping Bleach. Well, no, actually, it's only 3. Naruto, Bleach, Dragon Ball Z.
I feel that. I feel like Dragon Ball Z is the GOAT. Everybody copied Dragon Ball Z at the end of the day. At the end of the day, they put anime on to the masses, and everybody copied after that.
All the niggas grew up the same. Everybody was watching Toonami. Everybody
every Saturday night.
Yes.
Toonami. I remember spending summers in Chicago with my cousin Jordan Southern. Follow him. He a professional dunker, professional basketball player, shit like that. But follow him. We used to be up all night watching Dragon Ball Z, and that's the one thing I remember about those summers. And getting stung by bees and almost dying.
Just the fact that I still read that shit to this day, and 25.
How do you still read it?
Oh,
I need
Viz manga, bro. Viz manga.
Y'all gotta send me that link.
Yeah, bro. I pay that little $2 a month. You know what I'm saying, to read unlimited anime. Because before, you could pirate the shit before. There were people who would translate it for you. You had your manga sites, Manga Stream, woo woo woo. But they killed all that shit like very recently.
I said they killed all the streaming sites in 2018. Like 2018 is where you saw all.
You can't do, bruh. That's why I have Crunchyroll, I have Spotify, I have Viz. Like, we got to get legit with the shit now, and we're coming off of we're the LimeWire generation, so
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We like to look for shit and get it for free.
Yeah, that's what I try to do sometimes. I'm like, how can I get this for free? End up just paying that $15 a month.
Right.
Like that.
Right. You pay that money and it's in better quality anyway. Because a lot of the times the translators for manga, they, you know what I'm saying, it wouldn't be the actual canon, but they did the best that they could. But it was still good. So like for me, even with Naruto, I was reading a lot of that with Naruto, but I went back once I got my Viz subscription and just reread the shit. And I was just like, oh, wow, this shit actually is really cold.
So just the last question. Just let everybody know what's coming for you and how you plan on attacking 2021.
Okay, squad I'm part of, Blast Forward. We're definitely gonna be hitting these streets. Actually, we already
talk about that a little bit more too. I forgot to even ask a question about that.
So Blast Forward is basically label, our imprint. For the most part, I'm with it under DJ Kins for the most part. It's me, another artist named Pierce Elliott, definitely dope, talented rapper. My homegirl Tracy Lynn, of course, you know what I'm saying? Definitely another dope, talented rapper and singer. And myself, I think that's our roster right now. But yeah, we're definitely going crazy with that. Working on just making timeless music. That's all I can really say. And just 2021 is going to be a good year. 2021 is going to be a very, very good year.
That's what's up.
Very good year.
And again, bro, I want to thank you for coming on and coming in and chilling with me, kicking it with me, Tyree.
It's no problem, bro. It's no problem, bro.
Again, bro, I always appreciate it. Always looking forward to the new music. And thank you guys for tuning in to Kicking It with Tyree with Hasani Kidd. Have a good one. You too. Why did I say you too? Why did I say? Dog.
Ducked off low key, yeah, you know me. Kick it with Tyree, hit it 3 like Kyrie.